What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole and Cody O'Toole back here again with the start to a brand new series. As you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, we are starting the Harry Potter series of reviews. That is right, guys. Me and Cody are going to be rewatching and reviewing all 8 Harry Potter movies leading up to Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. And that's excluding Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I've already reviewed that movie back on my channel in 2016. If you want to check that out, it will be in the playlist in the description below. But yes, Cody, we're going to be rewatching Harry Potter. Say what's up, Cody.
How's it going, everybody? Again, still very weird being on this side of the camera, but I'm excited to join you. These are some of my favorite movies of all time, and I can't wait to talk about them with you, man.
Yeah, me too, man. I have not rewatched Harry Potter in a long time.
It's been a while.
It's going to be a lot of fun rewatching them because I love the Harry Potter franchise. I've seen all of them.
Today, Ryan and I are going to be starting this Harry Potter series with the first film, of course, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Or to some of you, it might be known as Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This one's directed by Christopher Columbus, and it stars Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson.
The plot is about a character named Harry Potter, and we see that he's a young child. He has a scar on his forehead. His parents were brutally murdered by Lord Voldemort. He lives with his awful aunt, uncle, and cousin, and so he gets an invitation from Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry because he is a wizard. And so he goes to Hogwarts and he learns all about becoming a wizard. And while at Hogwarts, he meets 2 friends of his, Ron and Hermione, his 2 best friends. While at Hogwarts in his first year, he joins the Quidditch team, but most importantly, he discovers the secret of the Sorcerer's Stone and what it is.
This franchise of films, it's my childhood. I grew up with these movies. Ah, man, I love them so much. They're dear to my heart, and you know, whenever you watch them, especially when I watch them, Ryan, I get a nice feeling in my heart watching these movies.
Yeah, me too, man. Just this franchise in general, and just the classic iconicness that this franchise has given to many fans out there in the books as well. We both have not read the books from J.K. Rowling,
right,
but the movies are what lies dear to our heart. I know you're going to get into us in the comments of not reading the books, but they're long books, but these movies are just incredible. And Chris Columbus directed the first 2 Harry Potter movies, and I really like Home Alone 1 and 2, the first 2 movies he did. I think this is a good movie, a good introduction to the Harry Potter franchise. It's not one of my favorites, but it sure is a great movie.
And I would have to disagree slightly. I don't think it's a good movie. I think it's a great movie, and it's one of my favorites in the Harry Potter franchise.
Without further ado, guys, let's start with the positives.
I think a good place to start is the performances because, let's face it, Ryan, every single one of these characters does a fantastic job. A lot of these characters, it's their first film, so you can kind of see the nerves in some parts. Sometimes the characters aren't, it's their first time acting, but overall, this is a great acted performance from everybody.
Yeah, all 3, Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint, are fantastic. Perfectly cast. They're just so adorable. They have fantastic chemistry. But also, I love the other performances. I love Alan Rickman as Professor Snape. He's one of my favorite characters. Might be my favorite character. We'll have to find out.
You can sort of see how old you are because, Alan Rickman has passed away. This Dumbledore has passed away. It makes me feel old, like, wow, these people are gone in our lives, and they were a part of our childhood with these movies growing up, and I have to agree with Ryan. All these performances are fantastic. Daniel Radcliffe is Harry Potter. I couldn't see anybody else playing that role.
One of my favorite parts of Sorcerer's Stone is seeing Hogwarts for the first time. When you get into 40 minutes of the film, you see Hogwarts, just John Williams' iconic score playing is just incredible, and Diagon Alley, so many great sequences in this movie.
Definitely a lot of iconic shots, with Harry holding the wand, and, when they're on the boats going into Hogwarts, so many iconic shots, and I agree, going along with John Williams' score just makes it so worth it.
There's not a lot of action in this movie, but they're brutal, man. So many good action in this movie. I love the scene with the 3 dogs. I love the chess match that Ron is in the final act. So intense. And the Quidditch match. We see the first Quidditch match in this movie. It's executed very well. And some of the CGI, we'll talk about that in the negatives, but I thought it was really well handled.
These characters are so special and unique in their own ways. They each bring something different to the table, especially Neville Longbottom, looking at him early in this movie and how young he is and what he's become. Like, he's really funny in this movie. Have we talked about Hagrid?
Yeah, we got to talk about Hagrid.
Oh, man.
Hagrid.
He's my favorite part in this movie. The comic relief for sure. You know, he's such a lovable dude. At first, he comes off across as this, like, big, tough guy who's, you know, not going to take crap from anybody, but he's such a heartwarming guy, very funny, and, you know, he's there for Ron, Hermione, and Harry.
Hagrid's big. You just want to hug him, but he's just incredible, and his costume looks amazing.
Yes.
Still holds well up today, and Hagrid's definitely one of the greatest characters in this franchise, for sure.
Going through the movie, they make you think that Snape is the villain. You know, Harry, Ron, and Hermione are always talking about, it's Snape behind this and Snape behind that. But we actually find out that it's Professor Quirrell. And for, you know, the one movie that he was in, I really enjoyed his performance.
And the back of his head, it's freaking Voldemort.
Right.
Freaking creepy. It scarred me when I was a child. But yeah, he gave a great performance. You know, very layered. He has a stutter. Awesome. And it's just really cool to see a reveal like that. I would say for sure if you read the books, you definitely saw it coming. But people who haven't read the books, I didn't see it coming for sure. The CGI, and it's 2018. Some of the CGI doesn't hold up well, but most of it kind of did.
For me, that really wasn't a problem, and I know you review a lot of movies, so I can understand why that might stand out more to you than me, but I want to talk about the runtime. It's 2.5 hours long. You know, it's not one of the more rewatchable Harry Potter movies for me, just because of that reason. I think they could have cut a couple of scenes in this movie.
The pacing definitely is a factor, and I agree. It's not one of the more rewatchable movies in the Harry Potter franchise, but it's still a great movie. I consider all 8 Harry Potter movies to be good to great.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Very good introduction to the Harry Potter franchise, and really nothing really bad that made me hate the movie. It's a great movie. I enjoyed it. It's just not one of my favorite in the franchise.
For me, it's definitely one of the favorites in the franchise. You're introduced to all these characters that we love today. It's because of this movie. Without it, we wouldn't know who these characters are. And that's why it holds a special place in my heart. I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5. I really like this movie. I think it's not perfect because of the reasons we explained, but still a very, very good film.
On my rating scale, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars, more like 4.2, but other than that, some of the CGI looked kind of dated, and the pacing kind of dragged it down, but I love the start to this franchise. Alright guys, those were our thoughts on Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. What are your guys' thoughts on Sorcerer's Stone, and where does it rank in your Harry Potter ranking? Let us know down below in the comments. Cody and I are going to be reviewing a Harry Potter movie each month, leading up to Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. After that, Cody and I will be given our personal ranking of all the movies after.
That's going to be a lot of fun to do. I can't wait to do that, Ryan. And stay tuned for next month where we go on to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Thank you guys, as always, for watching this review. And if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below. Click that notification bell on your way out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!